What is going on, everyone? This is your boy B&B Black Man Bolden. Welcome. This is my very first. I'm excited. This is my very first film review. I love movies. I've been going to the movies since I was a little kid, and I'm a movie guy. I love going to the movies. This past weekend, I went to go see an amazing film at an amazing place. I went to go see it at AMC, man. Make sure when you go check out the movies, go to your local AMC. And if there's not an AMC near you, try to go to the closest one to you. AMC, Ape Gang, Ape Gang, Ape Gang. The apes know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I went to go see this along with all the other movies that I see at AMC. So without further ado, the movie that I'm reviewing today is Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. A highly anticipated sequel to the first blockbuster Marvel hit, Black Panther. As you know, there was a lot of tragedy outside of that movie with the passing of the main star, Black Panther himself, Chadwick Boseman. So they had a lot of obstacles with the second film, and a lot of people were kind of anticipating, or they're thinking, okay, what can they possibly do? What are they going to do? Are they going to introduce a new Black Panther, or someone going to take over this role? Whatever the case is. I have to say, I am very pleased with the direction that they went with the movie. Now, I know some people wanted to have a Black Panther that was recasted, but I can tell you this. I think at the end of the film, they are kind of telling you the direction that they're going in. I'll explain that a little bit later. The presence of Chadwick Boseman is felt throughout this whole movie, the Black Panther. I believe they did a remarkable job in honoring him. And at times, it felt like for me, it felt like, man, I forgot that this was a movie because of what happened to Chadwick Boseman in real life, of course, with his passing away. So obviously it was very difficult for them to put this film together. And you can feel the bond that the cast had with Chadwick Boseman. You could definitely feel like they had a bond of family. It felt like family, and you really feel their pain in the portrayal of these characters in this movie. Shuri, who is the sister, the highly intelligent sister of Black Panther. She did a phenomenal job. I think that when you see it, you definitely feel her pain, especially if anyone has dealt with, tragedy of a close family member or any type of loved one, or any loved one, a family member. You definitely feel the pain. And man, Shuri, Letitia Wright, excellent job. And I loved how they continued to develop her character. And of course, she is the main character of this movie. So she does become the Black Panther. So hopefully that's not a spoiler for anyone. I think in this new movie, you see another powerful nation that are the underwater world, the underwater people, who is led by Namor. Namor is the villain. I don't really see him as a villain, but he is the king of Talokan. Talokan is the underwater world, which are a world of blue people. He's the only one that's not blue, but striking resemblance to another group of blue people. We're going to be seeing that movie at the end of this year. But so what happens is you have these two amazing civilizations, these two amazing worlds of Wakanda and Talokan are the two powers in the world. the thing is, the people of Wakanda and the people of the world did not know about this secret civilization that's underwater, this underwater kingdom. Even Wakanda did not know. So if once you see this movie, you'll see that Talokan, the underwater world, is on the same level, or maybe a little slightly more. But either way, they're on that level as Wakanda. They're on that level. So there's a new superpower in the world, and they have conflict. They have conflict. These people are also in possession of vibranium. It's not just the Wakandans. And before, Wakanda, from what the knowledge that they had, they were the only people that were in possession of vibranium. So you have the world powers that want to get their hands on vibranium for Wakanda, but Wakanda ain't having that. They not know. We already know what y'all gonna do with it. So no, we can't have it in your hands. So when the world leaders are out trying to find this vibranium, they find it at the bottom of the sea, bottom of the ocean. Well, what they did not count on was the underwater world, the underwater kingdom of Namor. They were not expecting that. And these people are just as advanced and just as powerful as the people of Wakanda. Now, the people of Wakanda had no idea that this world existed. No one knew. So what King Namor was trying to do is he was trying to protect his people, because they had their own world. They had no interest in the surface world, knowing that they existed. So they were trying to protect. They were trying to protect that. They were trying to protect the fact of being able to not exist. And that's where the conflict occurs. That's where you have the conflict between Namor and his people, and Shuri and Queen Ramonda of Wakanda and their people. And that's how it all starts, man. There was a lot of great acting in this movie. But I have to say, and a lot of people are in agreement, Angela Bassett was amazing in this movie. You want to talk about someone who steals the show, steals the scene. A lot of talks of her possibly being nominated for an Oscar, and I could definitely see why. She definitely steals the show, steals the scene. I love Angela Bassett as the Queen of Wakanda. She's a legend. She does an amazing job. An amazing job. Shout out to Angela Bassett. I love you in this movie. An amazing job in this movie. This movie is definitely girl power, and I support it. I think the ladies did an amazing, amazing job, and women in film have these types of roles, because to me it's refreshing. I love it. I love the fact that and they brought it. They really brought it. Like the acting in this movie is incredible. One of the characters that I love in this movie, of course, is Lupita Nyong'o, I believe is the correct pronunciation. Lupita. She was the. I don't think they were married. I think that Black Panther and her were together, and in the movie you'll definitely see. But she's definitely a strong character in this movie. Great supporting role in this movie. Great supporting cast. She did an amazing job. But I wanted to touch on, what I had talked about earlier, and people were, it all depends. Some people were upset that there was not a recast of Black Panther, like a male Black Panther. I think the direction that they're going in, and I don't know this for sure, but I believe the direction that they're going in is, this is a spoiler, okay? Black Panther has a son. And hold on, let me take a look. I gotta take my glasses off. Nakia? Is it Nakia? Lupita's character, Nakia? She has a son, and this is in the end scene. She has a son, which her and Black Panther decided that they wanted him raised away from Wakanda because it was going to add too much pressure. So I believe the direction that they're going in is, we're going to probably see Black Panther's son grow up and take the role of his father. It makes sense. I mean, Chadwick Boseman, his father was the Black Panther before him. Then he became the Black Panther. So I can kind of understand where people would be upset that they didn't recast it, but I like the direction that they're going. With Shuri, Letitia Wright, doing such an amazing job being the sister that's mourning her brother's death, and she eventually becomes a Black Panther to stand up for her people and stand up for Wakanda. Well, Shuri at the end of the movie is introduced to her nephew, her brother's son. So I can see them in the future fast forwarding it, however many years, and saying, hey, it is your turn, it is your birthright to become the Black Panther. I don't know if that's the direction that they're going, but I can definitely see them doing that. I think it'd be pretty cool. And with Ryan Coogler writing and directing these movies, man, I'm definitely in to go see the next one. Dominique Thorne, who plays the character of Ironheart. Her character reminds me of what, like, maybe like an Iron Man type character at a young age in college. She's definitely a very talented, a very smart individual, and she's the reason why. Well, her invention, the machine that she built was the reason why the two worlds had to collide. The underwater world and the surface world is because the underwater world was not known. They hid in their own world. As you guys know, the ocean is vast, it's huge, and there's an underwater world down there that's beautiful. So it was her invention that found vibranium. Now, as you guys know, vibranium is this material that we thought was only in Wakanda. Well, come to find out, vibranium was also at the bottom of the ocean, and this kingdom also had vibranium, just like Wakanda. So, with Ironheart, with Ironheart and the building of this machine, this underwater, this machine that could locate vibranium and find it underwater. That is the reason why the underwater world and the surface world collided. But I could definitely see Ironheart in future movies. I could definitely see them developing this character, young lady who's Obviously, very gifted, very talented, very intelligent. A young female version, if you ask me, of Tony Stark, Iron Man. That's what she reminded me of. So I look forward to seeing what they're going to do with this character. I wouldn't be surprised if they went ahead and did a movie about Namor. I wouldn't be surprised about Namor and his kingdom. Would not be surprised if they were to go into that direction. I like the character of Namor, and the actor is Tenoch. I think I'm pronouncing it correct. Tenoch Huerta does an excellent job in this role, in my opinion. I think this character is amazing. Just the simple fact of his backstory, of himself and his people, and they do a great job. To me, they do a great job at character development, letting us know, hey, this is the backstory of Namor, and to me, it's amazing. So once again, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Mr. Huerta, great job. He did a great job with this character. I would not be surprised if in the future you're gonna see their own movie, and a Namor movie with his kingdom. I would not be surprised. So look forward to that if they do that. My overall opinion of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I think that they really had an uphill battle considering everything that had transpired. Your main actor, Chadwick Boseman, passing away, unfortunately. So they were, from what I understand, about to film this movie, and he passed away right before this happened. If you've ever lost anyone, someone that you love, that you're close to, you definitely feel their pain here. There's gonna be some tearing up in the movie theaters. I mean, I didn't cry. I mean, I might have teared up, might have teared up a little bit, but you're definitely going to, feel some emotion and feel the pain of the characters in this movie. But they really honored the Black Panther, T'Challa, brother Chadwick Boseman. They did an amazing job honoring him. So he is definitely still in this movie. He is definitely his spirit is definitely still in this movie and is felt throughout this movie. The direction that they went in, to me, I liked it. I definitely liked it. With showing the family and how they honored him and how his passing affected the family and affected the whole nation of Wakanda. It was devastating to them. He was the leader, he was the king, King T'Challa, Black Panther. My overall opinion of this movie is it was a masterpiece. I love the movie. I thought it was really good. Now I can understand there's some people who don't feel the same way as I do. They didn't like the movie. And I listened to some of the reviews and I get their point. But I loved the story. Not only the story of Wakanda, not only how they honored King T'Challa, but how they went ahead and brought in a new kingdom, the underwater world. They brought in this new kingdom, and to me it was amazing. It was beautiful. It almost felt like when I first saw Wakanda in the first movie, I was just like, you know, it feels like a real place. Wakanda feels like a real place. And so did the underwater world. It felt like a real place, and how they talk about their people and how they arrived to the place that they are. I thought that was an amazing job. They did a good job. So I highly recommend the movie Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. This is my first movie review. I've been going to movies pretty much my whole life, and I thought it was a great idea to review this movie because I was really waiting to see it. I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm a big Black Panther fan, And I was really, really curious and interested to see how are they, what direction are they going to go with this movie? How are they going to do it? What are they going to do? And I think they did an amazing job with it. The characters really stepped up. When you lose a main character like that, someone that has a huge presence in the movie, for everyone to really step their game up and carry this movie, I think they did an amazing job. Shout out to all of the actors in Black Panther. Shout out to all of the amazing characters that they developed. I love it. I give it a thumbs up. I give it a salute. I give it a, you gotta go see it, man. You gotta go see it on the big screen. And make sure that big screen is AMC. Make sure you guys go see it at AMC theaters. Apes together strong. Apes together strong.